You clone a work repository, make the fix, push, and GitHub says you do not have access. The remote looks fine. Git at github.com:org/repo.git. Your key is loaded, SSH works. So why is Git using your personal account instead of work? Because Git is not choosing an account, SSH is choosing a key, and the Git provider maps that key to an account. Today we make that selection explicit, test it, and keep deploy automation read-only. When you see git at host:/org/repo, you are looking at SSH's old SCP-style syntax. Git starts SSH, connects to the host, logs in as the user named before the @ sign, usually Git, and passes the repository path to the server-side Git program. There is no separate Git password in that flow. Your SSH key proves identity to the hosting service, and the service decides which account owns that key and which repos that account can access. This exists because it gives developers strong key-based auth, easy automation, and no saved HTTPS tokens in every clone. The important mechanic is key selection. OpenSSH reads options from the command line, then matching blocks in your SSH config, then defaults. If an agent is running, the client may offer keys from the agent. The server accepts one valid key and ties it to an account. On services like GitHub, every human connects as the SSH user Git, so the account cannot be selected with git at github.com alone. Two accounts on the same host need two SSH hostnames locally. The alias is only on your machine. It still connects to the real provider host underneath. Here is the core config. The file is your user SSH client config.ssh/config. Host github-work creates a local alias. Git can use that alias as if it were a hostname. Hostname github.com says the actual network destination is GitHub. User Git makes the SSH login user explicit, which is what hosted Git expects. IdentityFile points at the private key for the work account. IdentitiesOnly yes is the defensive line. It tells OpenSSH not to spray every key your agent knows about. For this alias, use this configured key and stop guessing. A clean work setup looks like this. First, generate a dedicated key named work_ed2519 and keep the private file in .ssh. Add the .pub file to your work-git account, not your personal account. Add the host github-work block we just walked through. Then change the repository remote to use the alias. Git remote set URL origin git at github-work:/org/repo.git. Now test with SSH-T git at GithUb-work. On GitHub, the successful message says you authenticated and that shell access is not provided. That is fine. Git over SSH can still work. The first mistake is reusing one key for every account, laptop, CI job, and server. That makes rotation painful and blast radius wide. The second is letting the agent offer a pile of keys. Besides noisy failures like too many authentication failures, it leaks which public keys you are willing to try to any server you connect to. Use IdentitiesOnly on precise aliases. For first connection prompts, verify the host key fingerprint from the provider's documentation before accepting it. And treat private keys like passwords, mode 600, not in repos, not in Docker images, and removed immediately when a machine is retired. This topic sits in the middle of the practitioner tier because it combines client config, agent behavior, and access design. Yesterday's agent habits matter here. The agent is convenient, but it should not be the thing randomly deciding which identity hits production services. Host aliases are the clean way to express intent. Known hosts protects you from connecting to a lookalike service. Deploy access brings in least privilege. A build runner usually needs to read one repo, not act as a full developer account. Git over SSH is normal developer workflow, but it is also part of your access control surface. Try this on your own machine with a repo you administer. Make sure .ssh exists with mode 700. Run SSH-T against your Git provider's normal host, and read the account message. In one local clone, run git remote-v, and note whether it uses HTTPS or SSH. Create a host alias for a test key, or for an existing key you control, and change only that clone's origin to use the alias. Test with SSH-T against the alias. Then run git ls remote origin. You should be able to identify exactly which key Git used. Recap in 3 beats. 1. Git it host :org/repo is SSH, and the SSH key decides the Git account. 2. For multiple accounts on one provider, use a host alias like github-work, set IdentityFile, and add IdentitiesOnly yes so the agent does not offer unrelated keys. 3. For automation, prefer a deploy keys scoped to one repository, read-only unless there is a strong reason to write. Tomorrow we keep building the SSH Mastery ladder with one practical topic per day. Also check the daily ranked CVE brief for what needs patching first.